Hey there, this is the One Boom, and this is a very negative video about the Champion Hill Call of Duty Vanguard Alpha, and I just want you guys to know I want to advertise my next video. My next video is a very long rant about the hyper-negativity in the community, and criticisms that don't make any sense from people that don't like the franchise anymore, and how impulsive everyone is on social media when it comes to their opinions. I'm gonna sink a lot of hours into that video. In fact, my plans for tomorrow is to just edit that video, stream Red Dead, and call it a day. Like, it is gonna be a long video to edit. It's just gonna be me basically echoing, I think, a lot of our complaints that we have with people that are just bitter. Like, a new Call of Duty comes out and it's a reskin, it's bullshit, it's garbage, game's trash, I played 4 matches and uninstalled those people. I gotta rant about them. And the YouTubers that immediately make a "Why Call of Duty Vanguard will fail" video 14 seconds after we find out the title of the game. So, that'll be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for that. But in this video, I have some criticisms. But I guess, in the spirit of being fair, I'll get the positive thought out of the way first, because I have a single positive thought in my brain right now. I like Call of Duty Vanguard's mechanics. I like the mounting and the strafing, I like the blind firing, I didn't do it much, but I like the way it feels to control my character, I like aiming down sight and shooting people. In the early rounds of Champion Hill, if nobody has armor and nobody's upgraded their guns to have annoying explosive and fire rounds, it's actually a good experience. Not perfect, not amazing, needs work, needs visibility improvements and sound improvements, and the time to kill, I haven't figured it out yet, but it's good. It's not a reskin of Modern Warfare, it is not a reskin of COD World War II. Just the destructible environments alone might be enough to make this a very unique Call of Duty when it comes to 6v6 multiplayer. Okay, so now moving on. Champion Hill was absolutely the wrong first impression to give people. There was no reason for this to be the first alpha game mode. You might say that it's similar to 2v2 Gunfight, but 2v2 Gunfight is far more simplistic, a lot less random, and wasn't actually a bad showcase of Modern Warfare's detail and gun design. Gunfight is 2 people on each side of a simplistic map, with all of them having the same guns, all of them having 1 life, and the goal in that game mode is to kill the other 2 people on the enemy team. But if the time starts to run out, a flag is spawned in the middle that pushes people to have to go capture the objective if they want to win. So basically you can't sit in a corner all game and win unless they stupidly push you, but either way. Gunfight was simple. Champion Hill has buy rounds, random attachments that just go on your gun and you don't even know what they're doing to your gun, you don't know what the trade-offs of the attachments are. There's armor and score streaks that you can buy, perks that you can buy, and there can be this weird disjointed engagement where you go up against a team that just came off of a buy round when you just came off of a combat round. So you can't go buy armor and score streaks and weapons, but they can, or they just did, and it's very, very imbalanced. On top of that, some of the random attachments you get are exploding FMJ rounds and incendiary rounds for LMGs and assault rifles and SMGs, and it makes gunfights feel very strange. You mix in the fact that people will and will not at various times have armor, and you get a very inconsistent, crappy feeling experience in my opinion. Champion Hill, in the early parts of the game, before people have bought armor and everyone's just using base weapons, it feels good. The gunplay and the gunfights feel very good for an alpha, much better than Cold War's alpha felt to me, to be honest. But then it just goes right the hell downhill. You soon find out that not every map is balanced properly, and that sticks out like a sore thumb, especially this map here with the massive destructible walls. Yeah, the lines of sight and everything here make me want to sit in a corner and cry. And then, later on, as people upgrade their weapons, gunfights become more and more inconsistent. As people have different streaks and perks, the gameplay becomes far more inconsistent. We almost won a game, actually, while I was streaming today, until the team we went up against had way more lives than us and 2 juggernauts. Yeah, it's not comparable to Gunfight at all. If anyone's telling you it's basically Gunfight, they're lying to you. On top of that, the spawns are absolutely terrible. There's no reason in a competitive little sweaty game mode like this for me to kill 2 people and then expect for them to spawn behind me because I killed them, especially when I haven't pushed their spawn. Spawns in this mode either stick or flip at random, whether you're doing 2v2 or 3v3. There is so much random inconsistency here, and the game mode itself is designed around survival, which means people play in very sweaty, rat-like ways. This makes this game mode the worst first impression I could have possibly had with a game like this. Gunfight is also sweaty, but Gunfight is simplistic and at least is consistent. The reason this makes for such a bad first impression is because I can't study what the hell's going on. I don't know what the time to kill is, I don't know what the attachments are doing, I don't know how to predict the spawns. And if this was just two 6v6 maps for the alpha that we get to play TDM and domination on, then yeah, I can run out and die and run out and die and run out and die and learn my lesson and then take a different route and die and okay, well then I'll learn my lesson and I can learn the game, okay? This is Survive. And the maps are so small and weird and so much of the cover on these tiny maps is destructible, so sometimes it feels like the best thing you can do is just go sit in a corner and wait. Just go watch a lane for 20 seconds. You don't want to push out sometimes, especially if your team's low on lives and theirs isn't. You just want to hide. It's a very unforgiving, ruthless game mode with a high degree of randomness. You add on to that weird spawns and bad visibility and a little bit of questionable hit detection and netcode, on top of just not knowing the game. Like, nobody knows the game yet, nobody knows what the attachments are doing or anything. When you upgrade your gun, you don't know if you're taking the trade-offs you want to take. Like, okay, I upgraded my gun and I got a different barrel and foregrip and ammo type, but is that changing my range and recoil? I don't really know. How do I test it? I don't want to test it because I'm trying to just not die and run out of lives. I feel like I'm forced to play to win and not to actually learn the game. This is the first taste I'm gonna have of the game, and it's this sweaty, stressful, cramped game mode with horrible spawns and bad visibility. Bad choice. I don't hate every destructible environment. I don't hate every weapon upgrade I ever put on my guns. I didn't hate every single match and every single round. I do feel like there's a solid game under here with some solid game mechanics, but the game mode itself is such a bad game to show first. You only get one first impression, and you should have played it safe. Give us 6-player free-for-all on 2 maps, TDM on 1 map. That would have been nice. I would be playing this game right now if they would have given us one 6v6 map to play TDM on. Then I could just learn the game. If I could just do rudimentary class picking, pick some preset classes, run the sniper class for a couple matches, and then run the SMG for a couple matches, I would have done that. But you can't do that here. And then the only people that play an alpha like this, especially a game mode like this for a long period of time, they're tryhards. And I'm not bitching that people are trying hard to win. I mean, go for it, try hard to win. But that just adds to it. It's a sweaty game mode, and the only people that play alphas like this are sweatier players. It does not equal a good first impression. I've seen some people say there's skill-based matchmaking. I have not noticed any. Even when playing with players like Nemsk and Exclusive Ace, I didn't notice that our enemies got any better. It seemed pretty random. It's just that the people that are going to be playing an alpha like this, and the people that are going to take the time to learn a game mode like Champion Hill and want to do well at it, they're not going to be fun. They're not going to give you time to learn the game or to do wall tests or recoil pattern checks. They're not going to give you time to explore the map. And the dumb amongst you might think I'm saying they should let me win and game's too hard. I'm saying this is the wrong game mode to make a first impression with, because people are going to play in weird ways when you give them an environment like this. Let me put it this way, I don't blame somebody for sitting in the back of their spawn when they only have 1 life left in a game mode like this. I blame Sledgehammer for using a game mode like this to advertise the game. I will not be touching this game mode at all when the game comes out. You cannot pay me to play this game mode. It is so far removed from what I want in Call of Duty. Even Gunfight was more up my alley than this. This is bogus, random, messy garbage. So many of people's first assessments of this game are going to be wrong because this is not indicative of how Call of Duty plays. People are saying, oh, this game's trash, and I'm like, what game? This is a weird novelty game mode with its own novelty maps. This isn't Call of Duty, this is Champion Hill. If you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. We literally can't judge the game or how people are going to play the game by this game mode because it's that unique, it's that niche, it's that strange. And the harshest thing I'll say is that it's too damn random and also very tedious. It takes forever to finish a whole match. Getting multiple buy rounds in a row is boring. It's tedious, it's random, bad first impression, Sledgehammer, whoopsie, you pooped the bed. So that's the end of this video. I hope the beta's better. I hope free-for-all, TDM, domination, kill confirmed, hardpoint, I hope those play better because this is not fucking it. See you when I see you guys. It's been a lot of fun. Goodbye.
legs. Champion Hill victory is yours. You managed